Hi. When was the last time you truly saw yourself? Not in a mirror, but in a quiet space of your soul. In our fast paced world, self reflection often gets lost, leaving us with a distorted image of who we are. Like the ancient mirrors of polished stone or brass, our self perception can be murky, too close, too far, or blurred by distractions. Today, I invite you to pause and look more deeply. We'll explore how clarity doesn't come from mere self examination, but from spiritual practices that align us with our true essence. Together, we'll uncover the hidden truths behind the noise of daily life and begin a journey towards seeing ourselves as we truly are. When we fail to see ourselves as we should, we often overlook many of our own issues while focusing on finding fault in others. For instance, there was a time when I was so focused on a colleague's shortcomings that I completely missed my own tendency to procrastinate, a habit that was affecting my work commitments. We may justify certain behaviors because we have a blind spot in our self perception. Sacred texts suggest that we should use sober judgment when evaluating how we see ourselves. If you've ever looked into one of those magnification mirrors used for up close grooming, you'll understand why every flaw becomes apparent. Every freckle, wrinkle, and blemish is magnified to the point of distraction and can dominate our focus. Unfortunately, that's how it is when we are too self critical and destroy our self confidence. Life is hard enough without becoming our own worst enemy. You can see why looking at yourself the right way is essential to avoid a distorted view. Nothing is wrong with being wise, but it's crucial to do it with humility. Humility is a key ingredient in our journey of self discovery and spiritual growth. To anchor humility in the present moment, pause and breathe deeply. As you do, ask yourself, how does humility feel in your body right now? This conscious presence allows you to truly embody humility beyond mere conceptual understanding. So, we must test ourselves to understand who we are and whether we pass or fail this examination. As the sacred text states, this testing invites us to reflect on whether our beliefs and or our faith align with our actions. To assist in this introspection, consider a simple exercise. Take a moment to write down 3 core beliefs you hold dear. Next to each belief, list one recent action that illustrates how you have lived that belief. This quick checklist can serve as a mirror, offering immediate insight into whether your daily actions truly align with your stated values. In a world filled with information, we often lack true wisdom. Some individuals mistakenly believe they are religious or spiritual, but they may not be. They might be drawn into false teachings or may have fleeting experiences. We must thoughtfully examine how we live in response to the inner voice within us. If our actions and beliefs are not aligned, it presents an opportunity for gentle self-correction and growth. This reflective process encourages us to move forward with a clearer understanding and a stronger connection to our true values. However, we often allow our own agendas to influence us. This can lead to habits that negatively impact our walk, often without notice. Acknowledging this subconscious influence provides an opportunity for genuine self reflection, compelling us to reassess the path we're on. It takes someone to challenge us to re-evaluate and ensure we live as we should. We all need to brace ourselves as this touches on something that affects us all in how others perceive us. There are three ways people typically fall into this category. The first type is showboats. These are individuals who make a significant effort to present their best selves. Today, they wear their finest watch, shoes and jackets and polish their sports car before heading to a party. As they arrive, the glint of the freshly polished hood catches the party lights, turning heads and drawing admiration. They weave their successes into every conversation, trying to showcase their accomplishments. They may even stretch their finances to ensure that others recognize their wealth. They focus more on how people perceive them than on their own authenticity. The second type is pretenders. These are individuals who act as if they don't care about others' opinions, but deep down they crave acceptance, admiration, and respect. They want to convey that they are well read, educated, and professional. It hurts when they feel overlooked or disrespected, but they would never let that show. To address this silent longing, take a moment to reflect. Where in your life do you seek validation from others? The third type is unconcerned. These are individuals who may have initially resembled the previous examples, but have since distanced themselves from the need for validation. However, in doing so, they may have overcompensated by disregarding all filters and sound judgment. This can create an us against the world mindset, often leading to isolation. For example, someone may become so entrenched in their perspective that they forego attending a dear friend's milestone event like a wedding or a birthday party because they feel misunderstood or disconnected. This choice not only strains personal relationships but also reinforces their isolation, missing opportunities for connection and understanding. However, there is a spirit-honoring perspective that acknowledges the importance of how others see us. After all, we are all called to reflect our true spirit in our lives. Humility, although often overlooked, plays a critical role and seldom appears in our latest social media posts. As our sacred text tells us, for what will it profit a man if he gains the whole world and forfeits his soul? Or what shall a man give in return for his soul? The spirit within us searches people's hearts, but we humans look at outward appearances. The hard lesson here is that nothing we can do, buy, wear, drive, or live should impress. We can't do much about that, can we? Because most of us do not have enough money to buy all the respect we desperately need. Even maxing out our credit cards and second mortgages won't impress. Instead, our true value is found within the richness of spirit, which cannot be measured by material standards. Emphasizing our spiritual worth provides us with hope and assurance. It is in nurturing this inner spirit that we find true fulfillment and purpose. We have set ourselves up to fail in a world that gives everyone a platform to showcase their brand. No matter how many smiling pictures we post on social media, this person may struggle. No matter what kind of car a person drives or how many they have, it does not reflect the heart. As a culture, we need to return to being concerned about how we are seen as spirit beings. That may not be glamorous, but it's the most important thing we can reflect on. Remember, our spirit knows our heart even when we think we hide it. Our spirit is there in the still, quiet moments, in the dark when we struggle, and in fellowship with others. So, as we conclude, let's compare what we see now with what we will see in the future. We currently see through a dimly lit mirror, our understanding blurred by shadows. Yet, there's hope. One day, obscurity will give way to clarity as we strive to learn and reflect beyond the constraints of now. This exploration has provided insight into how we view ourselves, how others perceive us, and how our spirit sees us. While our spirit's perspective is indeed vital, it's also essential to integrate the awareness of self and others into our journey. By balancing these perspectives, we create a holistic approach that enriches our spiritual growth and authenticity. Now, I pose these questions. How do you see yourself? Too high? Too low? Sober? How do others see you? And how does your spirit see you? I invite you to write one honest sentence for each question and then read them aloud. This small practice could deepen your understanding of yourself. Listening to your own voice can offer a new perspective, helping you align with your authentic spirit. I challenge us to be honest about whom we reflect on and what we focus on, as it should represent our authenticity and genuine spirit. Go well, stay well, and be well.